Hello Havelock, we're back for another Mayor's Minute. I am here with Captain Jeff Fedina. We are going to talk to you about a four-way stop sign. If you're not sure where we're at, we are at the intersection of Lake Road and Miller. There's a brand new huge stop sign directly behind us, and these stop signs just got installed. Probably 9 months ago we had a conversation with DOT. They came to us and wanted to talk about this intersection and wanted to talk about putting a four-way stop here to make it a little bit more safe. Captain Fedina's got some information on how they get to that process, which I think is important for you guys to know. So tell them a little about how DOT probably came to that conclusion.
Yes, sir. First, thank you for having me out today. We're out because of the information that we've received over the last year and what we've reported to DOT. We've had over 20 accidents at this intersection alone. 8 of those accidents had personal injury. The other 12 accidents were property damage only accidents. And DOT then collects all that data through our reporting system, and then they review that with all their maps throughout the state and decide where some sort of change needs to take place in order to make it safer for the community.
So 20 accidents, 8 of those had personal injury. And look, it is 9:53 in the morning while we're filming this, right? Not a time you would think an intersection would be crazy, but just in the little bit of time we've been talking, you've seen how many trucks and cars are going through this intersection. It's a very busy intersection. And I guess it was one of our most dangerous, even at only 20 accidents in all of Havelock. So they came to us at the city, asked the board what we thought about a four-way stop. It's their roads, they can do what they want, but we did give them a thumbs up that we thought it'd be better. Tell them a little bit, Jeff, about the difference between before it was straight shot through the middle. That was 35 to 45 miles an hour. Talk to us about the difference with a four-way stop versus the 2 open lanes flowing.
As far as driver requirements at this point, of course, everybody's required to stop at all the stop signs. It's a all-way intersection now, so each direction of travel must stop when they approach the intersection and get to the stop sign. The first vehicle that arrives at the stop sign will then be allowed to proceed through. They have the right-of-way. If 2 vehicles arrive at the same time, you're going to look at the vehicle to the right and use that vehicle as your vehicle of right-of-way. And if you're unsure, proceed slowly as you enter the intersection. Come to your complete stop and then start slowly into the intersection. Vehicles that are traveling through the intersection are the ones who will have the right-of-way. Vehicles who are turning have to yield the right-of-way at that point in time. So make sure you use your blinkers and then again proceed slowly. This is a very big intersection. It's a long way from stop sign to stop sign. There's a lot of time for you to proceed into that and be safe as you're entering this intersection.
So a couple things we should all remember. Use your blinkers.
Please.
Right, use your blinkers. It's a long, complicated intersection. Let people know which direction you're trying to go, right? So that helps you and it helps them. And the other thing that you said that I think was really important is take your time, right? I know you got places to be, we all do, and it's a crazy world we live in, but take your time, be safe, pay attention to the drivers around you. When this is an open intersection, what's the percentage? Like when they put in a four-way stop, do you know what the percentage is it drops?
Yeah. So from DOT, when they look at these intersections and they're evaluating when they need to put something in, as one of the things that they look at is the number of crashes, but the percentages of what the accidents are reduced is 68% on just motor vehicle collisions alone, and then it's 77% of collisions with injury are reduced as well. So hopefully this is going to reduce the number of accidents and the number of injuries that could happen on our streets here in town.
68%, 77%. That's a great number. Sounds good to me. And I think a key takeaway there is this. If you do get an accident in this intersection now, you're going to be moving a whole lot slower than you were
Correct.
3 weeks ago. And so the chances that you're having major damage or you're getting hurt is a lot smaller.
Yes, sir.
All right, so look, the four-way stop's going to be aggravating. And I know if y'all are like, man, I've been driving on this road. I mean, I've been driving on, we both grew up in Havelock. So we've been driving on this road since we were 16 years old. Never been a four-way stop here. We all got to get used to it. So take your time, use your blinkers. Let's talk about what it looks like in the future. So you got this for probably 5 years, because around 2028, DOT is going to do a major project, and you all have all heard about this. We've talked about it. It's going to run all the way down Miller and Fontana down Highway 101, and they're going to take this 2-lane road and make it a 4-lane divided highway. When they do that, they're going to put a roundabout in. And the roundabout would be right behind where we're standing, where you see Elite AC Solutions, and back west up Greenfield Heights Boulevard. That's where the roundabout will be, on the other side of the railroad tracks. So in about 5 or 6 years, when you come out here to drive, You won't have a four-way stop. You'll go over the railroad tracks into that roundabout and cruise it. And then you can go whichever direction you want to go. If you want to see what that looks like, I know you just looked at it recently, right, Captain?
I sure did.
So if you go to the NCDOT website, you can find a mock-up of what that looks like. And Jack will put the link here on our screen so you guys can check that out. I think it actually shows you the roundabout and the whole run, right?
It does.
So you can see what the simulation will look like. That'll be 2028 is what they're saying. And that's, you know, based on cost and inflation, so who knows. So 5 years, pay attention, be at this stop sign safely, turn signals. What do we forgot? Captain, anything else we need to add?
Just as a safety point, we are having officers sit out here during our busy times, trying to have people out here in the morning and in the afternoon to monitor this intersection. We do know it's a new intersection. Our officers will be making traffic stops on violations that they observe. So please be careful, mindful of the stop signs. They're big signs. We want to make sure everybody gets to where they're going safely. So.
Yeah, perspective, this sign is huge. And they did put a couple, I don't know how long they're gonna stay, but I know they've got some blinking signs up and down the road giving you information that the traffic pattern has changed as you advance it, so we can make sure you're aware of what's going on. If you have any questions, you kind of know how to get a hold of us. Call me at City Hall, shoot us an email, and we'd love to talk to you. All right, me and Captain Fedina, thank y'all. Have a great day.